This newfound way of trading, I got really interested in the whole concept. In the video I made for YouTube where I tried stock options trading for the first time, things went very well, and now like a month and a half later, things are still going well.
Big shout out to my boy Biaheza for this one. So I recommend you guys check out Biaheza's video. Basically what he's doing is he's gonna try to turn $100,000 into $1 million trading options in the stock market. Now for those of you guys that don't know anything about the stock market or what options even are, I'll throw up a little clip to give you guys a little hint of what options are.
An options contract is an agreement between two parties to facilitate a potential transaction on the underlying security of a preset price referred to as the strike price prior to the expiration date. The two types of contracts are when call options, both of which can be purchased to speculate on the direction of stocks or stock indices or sold to generate income.
In summary, you can make a shit ton of money with options,
$200-300 and turn it into almost $12,000.
or you can lose a shit ton of money with options.
Basically, do not try this at home at all unless you're a professional.
What? Why? No. What? I pressed the wrong button. I had 500 shares of Amazon that I just tried to sell, 580 to be exact, and go flat into the night. I bought 580 instead. So now I have 1,182 shares. It's up $250,000, but I did not want to take this into the night. I don't even know what the fuck happened. So it looks like me and that bald fuck Bezos are going to ride again tomorrow. Fuck.
So I just recently opened a brand new Robinhood account. I have $1,000 exactly in this account right now. $1,000 right there on my account, you can see. But anyways, I'm really excited for this series, and my plans for this series is to try to turn this account, $1,000, into $1 million in the span of 12 months, which is gonna be ridiculous. This is definitely a crazy goal. But I definitely believe myself. I've been trading options for about a year now, and I've been trading stocks in general for about a year and a half, almost 2 years now. And I'm basically gonna be ripping off Biaheza's video, but I'm just gonna be doing it with $1,000 instead of 100,000, because unfortunately I don't have 100,000 in fun coupons to dispose in this video.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
I also thought it'd be a lot more relatable to do it with $1,000, and I'm only doing this because it's $1,000 and I'm willing to risk.
Alright, so my camera's battery ended up dying, but basically what I just wanted to emphasize is that you shouldn't be trading options or trading in general unless you're trading with money that you're willing to lose. Like, let's say I lose $1,000 in one trade and my account ends up going to zero. I'd be completely fine with that. Like, it's not like $1,000 is gonna end up affecting me in the long run. So I basically already acknowledged that this $1,000 is just like to mess around with and hopefully come out with a entertaining series and maybe end up growing it, right? But like at the end of the day, if I do end up losing it, it's completely fine. Same goes with Biaheza. Like $100,000 to him is probably the same as what $1,000 is to me. I mean, he's bringing in numbers. Like at one point, I'm pretty sure he was making at least 6 figures a month, if not more, which was like 2 years ago. So he's probably making a little bit more now. And then the same goes with Dave. Like $1 million to him is probably the same as what 100,000 is to Biaheza and what $1,000 is to me. Whatever that amount is to you, you can put that into a trading account. But yeah, I just don't want you guys to end up risking more than you can afford. But yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this series. Catch you guys in a bit.
If I lose $1 million on Norwegian Cruise Lines because they go bankrupt, so be it. You got to have the nuts for this game. If you don't have the nuts, if you don't have the balls, if you don't have the internal fortitude.
Alright boys, I'm actually really excited to get into this. It's been about like 7 trading days since this account challenge started. One of the first trades we hit was on Space. We hit a 71% winner for about $145 profit. It wasn't too big, but for our account it kind of gave us like the momentum to start going. Then we started getting to the big play. So I didn't trade too much the next few days, but then on July 7th we hit Baba, which is like, you can think of it as like the Amazon of China. So Baba had like this breakout. I'll throw up the chart with all like the places where I entered and all the places where I got out. But basically this was like a 4 day runner where Baba was just going crazy. It was having like 5, 7, 8% days back to back. So the options went absolutely crazy. If I would have held my original cause, I probably would have made like over $10,000 on this trade easily, but I kind of traded it day by day, but we still ended up coming out really big. So the first trade we did, the first big trade we did on Baba was we picked up some 235 calls, and those ended up going up 529%, and we ended up getting out $2,574 on that trade alone. So that was our first big win. Then the day right after that, July 8th, I took out some of the money from the previous trade and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna secure the profits. I'm gonna throw some money back in, but I'm not gonna throw all of it back in, obviously. So I picked up some BABA $270 calls, a little bit further out the money, but they're a little bit further out the money, so they have more chance to move. They're a little bit riskier, but again, I'm throwing less money in. I'm already securing some of the profits. But on that trade, we hit 522% win, and we got $1,000, $687 back from that trade. So at this point, we're up $4,000 on BABA alone. So this is looking really good. Then the next day after that, we hit a smaller win, 106% win for about $410 on BABA $270 calls. So that was all my trades on BABA this July. Then during that same time, I saw an opportunity on Walmart, so I picked up some calls there. I didn't put too much money into these. These ended up going 253%, but we only got back about like 165 because it was like a really small play. Because I was really focused on BABA at the time. I wasn't really focused on Walmart, but we ended up getting that one. We also ended up getting a Spotify trade, 67% win for about $541. So really awesome right now. We also had some losses. They weren't too big though. I think our biggest loss was like on, I think it was on Spotify as well. We hit a 45% loss on Spotify for $240. Not too bad considering like all the wins we had. We also had a loss on Tesla puts, 68% down, about $320. Again, it's a pretty big loss, but it wasn't big compared to all our wins. So at this point, we're still up pretty good. We also had another 14% loss on Tesla, $155. So after all these trades, it puts our account at $5,610.29. If we can end this month at $10,000, that would be pretty solid. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll catch you guys in about a week or so, giving you guys updates on the next trades that we make on this account.
Every big bet I place, I lose. Amazon all the way back to where it was.
Alright, so it's been about 2 weeks since our last update. I didn't do an update last week because it was pretty uneventful. Nothing really much happened. We did take quite a bit of drawdown since the week before. I think we ended the second week of July at around 5,000, which is about 1.5 thousand down from the previous week, which is pretty bad. I know. I'm not too excited about that, but I think the main issue was me basically putting on too many positions. After taking that pretty big win on the first week, I kind of I usually tend to get like super trigger happy and I start getting into too many plays. So that's kind of what happened the second week of July. Definitely something I need to work on as a trader, so something to take note of. Drawdown should have definitely not been 1.5 thousand. It should have been maybe like max $500 from 6,500. So we should have ended this month at, or should have ended the second week of July at about 6,000. Something I'm not too proud of, but these are like some of the screenshots of like the main plays that brought us down. Again, I think the main issue was just opening too many positions, not really staying focused, not focusing on the best setup. So definitely after taking a big winner, all traders should definitely like take a step back, kind of have rules. Like personally, I think I'm gonna start implementing like not taking more than like 2 positions after taking a big win at any single time. So I can't hold more than like 2 positions at a single time after I take a big win, because what tends to happen is like after you take a big win and you have all this extra cash, you want to like instantly start putting that into plays, right? But the smartest thing to do is like to take a step back, to focus, keep that money safe, and then just take a little portion of that and slowly start putting it back into place. But not like take the money and just like instantly start putting it into place, because what tends to happen is you're not going to start looking at the most ideal setups. You're just going to be looking at setups that are like, okay, they can maybe work out, but you know, there's a higher chance that they're not going to work out. So best thing to do is just take a step back after taking a big win. The same thing that would apply if you take a big loss. Usually a trader has like their max cap where it's like, okay, if I lose 1,000 in a day, I'm gonna stop trading for the day, just take a step back and refocus, right? Or maybe even take the whole week off of trading. So that's definitely something I need to work on, because I definitely get way too trigger happy after a big win, or even after a big loss. You know, you can start revenge trading, and that's definitely not a good thing. So definitely lessons to be learned here, but I'm still relatively happy for the month. At this point, we're at about 5,000, which is still pretty good considering we started at 1,000 just 2 weeks ago. So yeah, that was the second week. Now the third week, bro, you guys are definitely not ready for this. Let me just say, the third week of July definitely makes it for our slow week of, or our slow second week.
Give a fuck about it, bitch, got too much money on my mind. Shit, I heard they was looking for me, I'm not hard to find. Everybody that don't work got nothing to lose.
So yeah, definitely really excited with this week. Bro, and the craziest part about this play is I actually ended up calling it out like a day or 2 days before it actually ended up happening. It's on my Discord. If you guys want to join this Discord, by the way, the link is going to be in the description down below. Oh, can you check out this chart for me, or what are your thoughts on this play? Definitely feel free to join the Discord and let me know. Just add me and I'll definitely answer you guys' questions for you guys. But yeah, that was the craziest part. I called this play out like a few days before, and it ended up working like on the dot. Like my price target hit the day that I called out, it happened on. It was really crazy. So if you guys would have been there, I'm just saying you guys could have had all these for you guys. So yeah, feel free to join our Discord. So we ended up hitting, or actually the whole week was actually pretty slow until Friday. When Friday hit, I tried this completely new strategy where I was gonna YOLO some next day expiry calls on AMD, and AMD ended up exploding after Intel had earnings. They plummeted. They went down like I think 10%, and the reverse happened for AMD. So our calls ended up exploding. If I would have held them, I think at one point they were up like 7,500%. So that was absolutely crazy. We ended up cutting our play at about half of that, but we still came out pretty big. So this definitely helped our account so much. Like we ended up putting like $300 into this play, and we ended up coming out with like $8,000. So I can't even imagine what we could have done if we would have put like 5,000 into this play. Bro, don't even get me started. Oh my god, if we put 5,000 into this play, we would have legit made like $200,000, bro. Don't even get me started, bro. All right, after that crazy week last week, this week was definitely not anything in par. I think dude, honestly, the same thing that happened in week 2 happened in week 4. After we had a big play, the week after that was kind of like whatever, you know. It's kind of like a drawdown week. Not too happy about the way we ended up this month, but definitely still a really solid month. We ended up at we ended this month at 10,643.08 cents. So really happy about that. So we hit our first goal of the challenge. So far we've taken the account from 1,000 to 10,000, 10.6 thousand, which is really good. I mean, that's a what, 1,000% return? Yeah, it's 1,000% return on an account in 1 month. Definitely nowhere near $1 million, but the way compounding works is, you know, the first months are going to be slower in comparison to the next months, but definitely still a really good month. This definitely puts us on the road to $1 million if we continue this kind of growth. It's going to be hard to keep up this growth, but I mean, definitely possible. So coming into the next month, definitely some things to take from this month. Definitely after having a big win, kind of take a step back, focus on the trades, and really only focus on the trades that we have a lot of conviction in. Not one of my main objectives for the next month is to not get into too many positions. I think this month that was one of our drawdowns. We got into way too many positions, and that definitely cost us a lot. Also this week, I forgot to mention, we had a really dumb loss on Roku this month, or this week. It was a day trade and I was in this trade for like 10 minutes. Oh my god, when I did this, like the moment I did this, all I was thinking was, bro, when I have to recap this trade on like the video, I'm gonna be like, people are just gonna laugh at me, bro. Like, what was this trade? It was like a 21% loss. It wasn't too big of a loss, but like the position was so big. I never meant to go into this position with too many contracts. Definitely a really dumb trade. This is what I'm talking about like after hitting a really big win, I just get way too trigger happy, bro. This is definitely not something you want to happen, especially when you're dealing with thousands of dollars like this. We literally lost like $1,000 in like what, 5 minutes, bro. This was, oh my god, this play was dumb. This is exactly why I typically stay away from day trading.
Fuck.
But yeah, generally why I like to stay away from day trading. I personally just can't control the emotions. Like when I see stuff moving like 10-20% in like seconds or minutes, bro, it's like, bro, it's too much, especially when you're playing it with too much size. That trade had definitely way too much size. Like if you put on a trade and you're immediately like have like a gut feeling, or just you just have like butterflies in your stomach, then you're definitely putting on too much size. This is definitely too much size. The way I see it is that if you ever put on a position, you should be able to like turn off your phone, turn off your computer, or not turn off your computer, you know, but like go away, go grab a snack, go grab a coffee, and not like constantly worrying about the trade. Like if you're constantly worrying about the trade, you either didn't plan out the trade before you got into it, you put on way too much size, or you don't have your stop loss in place, and that's definitely a mistake. So this trade didn't even have a stop loss, way too big of a position, and I just need to stay away from day trading and just in general, right? But like I said, still really happy with this month. Ended at 10.6 thousand. Can't be mad about that. So yeah, that was this month, July. Pretty happy about it. Moving on to August, gonna be really excited for what happens in this upcoming month. We have a lot of earnings that just ended this month. So coming to this next month, I think we're gonna definitely see new highs, new all-time highs on SPY potentially. NASDAQ is absolutely running, so gonna be an exciting month for sure. Really excited to see if Alibaba could get some continuation. AMD can definitely continue on going. I mean, it's on a huge breakout right now, bro. Like nothing is stopping AMD right now. And there's just like a bunch of other plays that are near all-time highs or just are absolutely ripping past all-time highs. So definitely an exciting month. Definitely an exciting time in the markets. Hopefully you guys are all killing it out there. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions or you guys want to get starting into trading, definitely join the Discord below and feel free to ask me any questions or just join the community, have some traders to talk to, and post your plays, post your profits, all that good stuff. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this first episode of this series. If you guys want more videos where I specifically go over the trades I make, why I entered them, go over videos about like technical analysis, go over videos about explaining options, how to play weekly options, how to play monthly options, all that good stuff, let me know. Recommend some video ideas and I'll definitely make them in the upcoming months. My goal with this channel is to teach you guys about trading, definitely have some fun on the side like with this series, but also like have some more serious videos where I like try to actually teach you guys some stuff about trading. This video wasn't so much about like learning how to trade, but just kind of like entertainment and showcasing kind of the potential with options. And really I see too many people like trying to play options or they get into options and they think, oh, I only have $5,000 to trade options. Like, what are you talking about? Like $5,000 in options is like a crazy amount. You can definitely do a lot of like things with a small amount. Like you guys saw that play with $300 into $8,000. Like the fact that that's even possible should definitely blow your mind. So you definitely, I mean, if you want to get into trading and you're trading shares, you definitely need a lot more capital than like 5,000 or 1,000. And I don't recommend you start off trading options right away, but if you already have like a basic understanding of trading, like if you've been paper trading or you've been trading with shares, but you just feel like you can't do too much with like the amount of capital you're working with, you should definitely try out options. But it's definitely not for everybody. It's definitely a risky form of investment, but the cool thing is you don't really need too much capital. So like true story, I started trading like about a year and a half ago, and my account was at $100. Like blew that up a few times. I think in total I put like $700 into my account after like losing $100 over and over. But that initial $100, I was able to turn that into $10,000 in like 3 months, which was a crazy thing. And I was relatively new to trading and I was able to do this. And when I saw that, I'm like, okay, there's definitely a lot of potential in here. You know, like you can definitely do a lot with $100, $500, $1,000, $10,000. You can definitely do a lot of stuff with options with that kind of money. So a lot of people get into trading and they think, oh, I need to have like $50,000. I need to have $100,000 to be able to make $1,000 a month. That's definitely not true. You can definitely do a lot with a small amount of money. You just have to know how to do it. You definitely need to have proper risk management, proper sizing. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. Like I said, hopefully you guys did enjoy this series. Let me know if you guys are excited for the next part of this series. Let me know any other video ideas you guys want me to make. And other than that though, I'm really excited for the next episode of this series and excited to keep on uploading more on my channel. So yeah, catch you guys next time. It's been me, Reflex, and I'm out. Peace.
Oh my god, dude. They're everywhere. Dude, I don't even know how much this is. I think it's like $300 in ones or something like that. Oh my god. This is my stand, by the way.
Bro, there's too many. Bro, they're everywhere. Bro, this is gonna take, oh my god, I just realized the floor. Holy shit. Bro, what is this? This is how it feels to be a stripper.